The guy, no, the guy Daniel thought was $1 million.
Oh.
Daniel thought was $1 million, and he said, let me correct you, it's not $1 million. To bring that ship every year here is $6 million.
Well, this is the first year he bring it.
No.
He said that in the interview. He said he got some big events and thing, and he decided to bring the ship, bring it to Trinidad.
This is not the first year he's bringing that ship to Trinidad.
Right?
No, that is not the first year he's bringing the ship to Trinidad. The first year he brought it, Nyla, all of them went on the ship and stay and thing. Right? Because the first year he brought it, it wasn't sold out. Okay. Right? He's already booked for 2026 Carnival and 2027 Carnival. Right? And why I'm sure it's not the first year he brought the ship. Right. Daniel asked him, what was his toughest task bringing the ship? Since he's bringing the ship here, what was his toughest task bringing? He said this year was the toughest because in Trinidad we watch a SOE like nothing. Right? A state of emergency. Trinidadians don't really take it on.
Yeah.
But on the international scale, when they see a country have a state of emergency,
it means that they're in a crisis.
Right, it is in a crisis state, and that was his most difficult task this year.
Yeah,
getting the
people to understand
that
a state of emergency that is normal.
Right,
there's nothing major about that.
You understand? And he said this was one of the hardest years filling it, although it was a sold out affair this year again, right?
He could have got more if he wasn't under state of emergency.
If he wasn't under state of emergency. So the state of emergency did turn away a significant amount of...
but you see, are we in a state of emergency?
And this is what and I only said that to ask the question to Trinidad and Tobago, if the international public, the international, everybody that is around us, right, see a state of emergency as something so serious. Why are we taking a state of emergency? A government gave us a state of emergency, plap in our face, and we taking it like it's just a normal scene. And then, in the state of emergency, right, gunman gone astray still.
Of course.
Gunman gone astray. It's like nothing change. For the gunman, nothing change.
But nothing change, you see. When I say state of emergency, what change? What impact the state of emergency did? We not in no state of emergency, we in a fast. It's a fast, you see. The government decided to do that, right, to distract from events that was taking place around that time. Right? So that certain things, it's a political move. This state of emergency wasn't about what the state is about, which is getting guns off the street and crime and murders. This state of emergency is a political stunt to prolong something in an agenda that they sit down and say, what, we're going to do so. You understand? Work to prevent certain legislative measures from happening right now so that they can do whatever we have to do behind the scenes.
So the state of emergency is just a big charade.
Correct.
Just as removing the female police commissioner.
Of course.
Taking her, carrying her to a station, saying that that she's under arrest, and then after by Monday they have nothing to charge her with, and all different kind of foolishness. This is what we're really facing in this country.
TC,
and we happy with that?
First thing first, TC. Right? You made a statement. If we're not taking the state of emergency serious like the outside world, how they're taking it serious. I'm going to let you know this. Trinidadians don't take nothing serious. We don't take anything serious. And if you think about what happened to us in the last 10 years, right?
Yeah.
That's why a minister of finance could say live on a television interview that you raise gas once, you raise this cash, you raise it 3 times, and you go and raise it again and laugh and ball and they right yet. only in Trinidad that could happen.
Yeah.
Only in Trinidad, right, that the government can close down or refinery and sell them how much workers, over 1,000 workers, and destabilize our whole industry, and
A
whole sector of the country,
Yeah.
and nothing can happen about that. Only in Trinidad and Tobago that the government could say, here what, we going and change the bills, and all the old bills come null and void. You understand? And change the currency money and then riot yet. Only in Trinidad and Tobago, $3 billion or 2.6 billion, whatever money missing in the Auditor General report, unaccounted for. Yeah, and investigate, and the law say to investigate the finance minister, and everybody says sit down and watch that pass by. And I can keep going on and on and on and on. Only here, right? Only in this country, culture and Tobago, politicians can get away with anything. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't take nothing serious, right? And the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 that cries out in the wilderness and say, let we get up and stand up and fight and riot and let we protest and all kind of thing, are laughed at. The people who take things seriously is in their minority, is in the minority. Right? So, half the population don't take anything serious, right? And the next 3/4 of the top population don't even know what's going on.
I think, and I have been saying this time and time again, Heavy, I think they keep us so busy, so to the edge of our seat, trying to make ends meet, that we lost.
But it's not business alone, because at that time we was not that busy. We only started to get busy in the last 10 years.
No. I speaking about now. I'm not speaking about then. Then it was wherever they sold us.
Correct.
Then at that time was lack of information, and the medians of information was paid medians.
Correct.
At that time, it was brainwash down the line. You understand? That is why we have a lot of elders in the country now that will sit and cuss. Because how the brainwash went that deep that you can't even see the way out.
Now they can't,
and telling them the truth.
They can't even fathom that they were lied to.
Yeah.
They don't want to believe that they were lied to.
Yeah.
They want to believe anything else, but they were lied to.
Yeah.
They don't want to believe it. Right?
It's difficult, Heavy.
It's difficult to accept the fact that you're being fooled.
Let me ask you something. If at this point, somebody starts to tell the world that we have been saying the alphabet the wrong way.
Yeah.
Right? And they actually have the correct method of just the basic alphabet.
Right.
Right? And
I tell you the
and you know, the world will watch a person like what?
He's a madman. And the question is, what's the first 3 letters of the alphabet? That's a simple question. That's a simple question. What's the first 3 letters of the alphabet? A, B, C. And if I was to tell you that that is not the first 3 letters of the alphabet,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What you go say? You go say, as a madman. Right? I say, and they go say, well, will you get, I will tell everybody know the first 3 letters of the alphabet is
everybody,
A, B.
the world.
The world know the first 3 letters of A, B, C in many different languages.
In many different languages.
Right? And basically, that's incorrect.
You see?
Right? Because the first 3 letters of the alphabet is X, I, and V.
You see? But you could never.
And that is what they use in ancients of days to be as Roman numerals here.
Yes, yes.
X, I, and V.
Yeah.
That before A and B and C was invented.
Yeah. That because
right?
That
was the method of counting and writing. You understand? Yeah. So people may think that, you know, when you come, and all that has had to do with, because they never teach you that in school, all that to do with research and information. So basically what people were told they believe, and they basically didn't understand the aspect of a lying politician.
Yeah.
They didn't understand what is politics. They still don't understand what is politics.
Mr. West is trying to get in.
Yeah.
So let me take Mr. West. Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. PC and your co-host, Mr. Heavy. The question about, you know, what the PNM, this government has everything well strategized. And what they do, you see, we look inward, but they look globally. And they look to see what happens, the political, strategies employed even in America, in Europe, England, and whatnot. And they part of their strategies, they employ it here. And the fact remains, this question about flooding the zone, this is a strategy that's employed in the U.S. They put a whole set of issues, create all kind of thing and put it as distraction. So you can't focus by the time something come out, the next thing come out, the next issue, and the next issue, so they have you all over the place. So the fact remains is that you have to devise strategies, your own strategy. You just don't have to be thinking critically, but you have to be thinking strategically, in the sense that you have to devise a plan to counter what they are doing, right? And this is what is very critical. If you can't do that, as I say, you have to walk and chew gum at the same time. So you have to deal with 3 and 4 issues in a day to counter what they're doing, and they're very pertinent issues that you need to deal with. For example, I'm hearing about the state of emergency. But from the outset, people tell you, well, look, you can't have an effective state of emergency if you don't have curfew. But they were talking about carnival, and it was political in the sense that they wanted to demonstrate to the population that they could have instituted a state of emergency without curfew, unlike the UNC. That's the point that's right, and you hear it on the radio. And you hear some of the ministers saying it. We put the state of emergency and everything going right, and everything all right, and like it. So they're happy that it's not like that under the UNC where you had curfew. So, and when you talk about state of emergency, the fact is then you have a two-tier system, because you have the police arresting people, right? They still have the power to arrest, and you have the question about where you're retaining people under the state of the suspension of persons' rights. The amount of people that they lock up and put in detention and every day 60-something, 70-something, that is the state of emergency. That is the part that they rounds up those people who the public would have informed are involved in gang and whatnot, and put them away. And at the same time, the ordinary people who commit crimes and whatnot, they go through the normal process, probable cause, charge, go through the system, magistrate court for the, master, judge and whatnot, if the matter is indictable. But the fact remains is that they told you that you have a state of emergency without a curfew. People all over the place, all the night bandits, could move where they want to go. What state of emergency is that? But the thing they have a point to prove, and to prove to them that the UNC had instituted a state of emergency, I think it's 2011 or 2010, somewhere around there. And they had a curfew. And we could do that without, and so you have all your rights, you could walk about. Where at the same time, your rights under the Constitution, under the state of emergency, is suspended. The police can run in your house and take you up. The police could stop you on the road and search you and all that kind of thing. So don't get tired of that. Your rights are being suspended under the state of emergency, right?
Yeah.
One thing I want to talk about is that the question of Mr. Imbert talking about this understatement or whatever it is. The fact remains, you in Trinidad, they have developed that practice where people, you have the police, I heard police commissioners saying that previously. I heard all of them. They're scoring themselves. They're saying out of 10, their performance is 15, 20. You hear this one saying, we have crime, we do it. It's not for them to score. You can't be a judge in your own cause. There's other people to score you. And people taking that. Ministers doing the same thing. How you performing in the ministry? Boy, I give myself 10 out of 10. I give myself 9 out of 10. It is the people, or you have those polling aids or polling organizations that conduct poll surveys and whatnot to determine their performance. They are not to judge themselves. And come back to the finance minister. I want to see, and you can't tell me about this. The fact remains is that you need an independent and impartial or unbiased committee or commission to inquire into that. You not no judge in your own cause. You need an inquiry or forensic investigation, and people must declare, well, look, everything is all right. And even if you appointed a committee that may have reported to you, you cannot appoint a committee to investigate you. That is not fair. That is not just.
Correct.
And you don't want that kind of that nonsense that goes on in this country here. You want an inquiry. You need to get that. Not this one. I free, not me. And putting the blame on the public servant who ought to remain anonymous. The fact remains is that, and if you look to the judgment by Lady Simla, she mentioned the question that we dealt with it on your program about ministerial responsibility. She said that the minister is responsible for what goes on under his department. If you go over the paper here, she said that we spoke about that. So when you talk about public servant this and the public, no, it don't happen like that. We follow the Westminster system of government. And under you have what you call ministerial responsibility, which is individual ministerial responsibility and collective. You as the minister is ultimately responsible for what goes on in your department.
Exactly.
You responsible for that.
Correct.
No. The same thing they tried with respect to this, when something with the pensions. They talk about the pension when they were trying to $25,000 and all that. They say the public servants make us. But why these people sick here? But give me a break. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're counting down the top of the hour. We have 2 videos there. When we come back around, we're gonna share those videos with you. And I have a voice note there. Let me play the voice note. All right.
Good day, VNTC Bitcoin here. It is alleged that all this bacchanal up in Sealot taking place because of URP contracts, sharing out,
Yeah.
and some people dissatisfied with what some people get. That is why the bacchanal
police
taking
says
place.
contract, and he says contract.
I
A
hear
big police
the
says
helm of
contract.
that is one of these ministers from Port of Spain, allegedly Keith Scotland. We have to find out if that is true before they sharing out contracts up there. And some people get it and some people ain't getting none. That is why they're having this ruckus up inside Scotland. We have to get to the bottom of this. Right? And we know what's going on. Have a good day, Heavy and TC.
Well, in a police interview, in an interview with one of the head officers that was down there, he said it's contract. He said it's contracts.
So the bacchanal taking place because of contract.
Yeah.
The
man say some people developing more than some. You understand?
And they find it unfair.
And contract. That he made sure and said contracts in his statement. You understand? So we said heading to the top of the hour. We could get in one quick one before we go. If you would like to get in, you can get in quickly before we head to the top of the hour. But when we come back around,
Yes, we're switching gears. And we have
caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, Abby.
Good afternoon.
Yeah,
yes,
I check with them in Stillers down there, my hometown down there, right? They send our spokesman to talk, and boy, is not contract. That same spokesman is sent to go and talk. That same spokesman run up Maxwell and send him for food, PK and everything. And Kiss Scotland saying the area plans to.
I don't know what went on with your phone there.
Sometime with your phone, the KFC.
Yeah.
You're not hearing it again. Talk to me.
Right, so we can talk to us now.
All right, you got to go for the top of the hour.
All right, we're going to pay the bills, and when we come back around TNT, we're going to continue the conversation, switching gears. All right? So stick and stay. Don't go anywhere.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232 or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
Tonight. Children, if anybody in this class stupid, stand up. Damien, you stupid?
No, sir.
So why you stand up?
So because you're just looking bad at you alone standing up.
Come prepared to roll over laughing at Randy Glasgow Productions' Alternative International Comedy Festival, kicking off at the scenic Naparima Bowl Amphitheater, San Fernando. Tonight, 7th March, it's Bacchanal from 7 p.m. featuring South O, Damian Melville in concert. The funniest in the Caribbean, Larry Joseph, The Drunken Saint, Tommy Joseph, Humorous King, Myron B, Kenneth Superstar. The small coolers are welcome. Get a fantastic $50 off all tickets while stock lasts at Villani, South, Cashes, Gulf City Mall at Port of Spain, MS Food City, Debe, Extra Foods, Grand Bazaar, Endeavor, and Arangwes. Also at the Naparima Bowl box office. For more info, call 774-5555. Tonight.
Are you searching for the perfect venue for your wedding reception, company retreat, graduation celebration, or just an unforgettable party? Well, look no further. Vibes Event Space is ready to bring your event to life. Located at number 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord, Tobago. Our space offers the perfect settings for any occasion. Call us today at 394-3612 or 620-3057 to book your date. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Vibes Event Space to see what we're all about. Make your next event one to remember at Vibes, the Event Space. The Event Space.
Oh God, call on the Lord. Call on Him. Pour on us, O God. Oh God, as we pray, oh
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795-222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
the light of your glory.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
Share the love.
live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, Evie. This evil, wicked coal pot man they call for Port of Spain, so Kid Scotland. He knows he have plans for Silats and environment down in Silats, down the table fish market. And they making that same spokesman, they load up maxi loads, so that youth man to go and get European card and CPEP. And one team having, the next team having, and all causing the back canal. We don't know what's going on, is that we're causing the attention. Let's say one team having and one team in having. Yeah, evil, wicked, heartless MP. You know, see entire plans to build fish market and no kind of thing. In Silats, to fool people again. Or let's take the thing down there and throw them out. This evil, wicked PNM.
We are back on the inside. It's just about 3 minutes after the hour of 5 o'clock in TNT. All right, Heavy, we have some videos.
Right, so we have some videos to play. First thing first. All right.
All these is the...
Nah, I played some of them there yesterday. Right? I played those before you came.
All right.
Right? So we go in here. This video is circulating all over social media. And it's a video of the Prime Minister of Grenada. Right? And he's been interviewed by a social media influencer from Africa. Right? Who was shocked about the situation in Grenada. And I and all probably didn't even know this used to go on in Grenada. But take a listen. Let people hear how a Prime Minister of Grenada and what he does.
Here we are, working with the Prime Minister as if he's my friend, man. You don't have an army in this country.
That's correct.
And you're walking just like that?
Just like that, no army.
Yeah. Your people love you.
Well, you gotta serve the people. Hopefully if you do that, then they love you.
This is absolutely crazy and unbelievable, man. I mean, as a content creator from the continent of Africa, I've never seen our leaders being free like this. I mean, this is not campaign season where, I mean, our leaders go from door to door just to say hello to their people. No, this is not campaign season. He's literally in power and he just moving around saying hello to his people, making sure he knocks door to door. Can you believe it? Like, I have never seen anything like this before. I am super shocked.
But
I feel like you are redefining leadership. You don't think so?
I mean, I don't think about it. I think for me it's about service. It's about making sure that we demystify service, because to be a politician you essentially have to serve. We want to encourage Grenadians to be comfortable and confident that it's okay to actually get involved in politics. Whether it's at the leadership national level, at the local community level, at the parish level, at the constituency level. Because that's the only way you're going to build your country. It's not going to be by some robot. AI might help. But the bottom line is you have to have people who care about the country and who are prepared to make some sacrifice for the greater good. Almost every African country is 10 times larger than Grenada. And when you have large countries, obviously you're going to have some of this. So I think what has to happen is in larger countries, especially in developing countries, leaders have to find ways to make sure that even if they may not be accessible on a personal basis like this, that is genuine opportunity for them to hear from the citizens and be responsive to the needs of the citizens. So whether you're a governor, whether you're a mayor, whether you're a president or a prime minister or minister, I think that's critical, because at the end of the day, you know, your children, your grandchildren are going to be living in the country. So to me, if you get involved in service, you should at least have the intent of saying, I want to make this better for my children and grandchildren who are coming after me, and for my friends' children and grandchildren.
And that is why I'm here to share this moment with you all. And I want you all to do me a favor, like this video. I mean, I just want to put Grenada on the map, just is because of this.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're good.
I'm very good. How are you?
Very well,
Good to see you. I'm not sure if you remember me. I came here once with Hyacinth. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it was a Saturday morning. You guys were out.
We were.
Good to see you guys. How are you doing?
I wish leaders on the continent can be this open-minded to embrace their people, because they are there to serve the people. Literally, that's what he's doing.
You should engage with your people, not just at the election time. You know, because a lot of times you find that the ideas. That's why I'm doing this. So, you see me here walking this community.
It's not because there's an election coming up.
There's no election. And by walking the community, you discover the people, their concerns, their interests. Most people don't want anything necessarily, but they want to know that you are there to represent them, to hear their concerns, or to take their advice, or sometimes, as in this case, to just offer you a refreshing Mandarin and a drink. So I think sometimes we lock ourselves into thinking people always want from the politicians, when actually what they want is oftentimes the knowledge that you are there to represent them.
This is amazing, bro.
That does not mention that.
Who?
Women.
Where?
Around election time, you see over last week or week before.
That is the same thing the guy said. The guy said it's not even an election season. He's just walking around and checking on the people and talking to them randomly with no security guard, no army, no nothing. He's just normal. You understand?
That happening over just week before heavy.
Well, what? Yeah, I've over. It's Mova you want to know?
It's Mova, man.
Yeah.
It's not election. It wasn't election.
It
wasn't election. And you have big plans to move on.
Yeah, I know.
It make headlines.
And seeing that you're talking about him, play his video. Go ahead, play and see what other plans you have for the country.
Who?
You say man was him over. Come down. Play him and hear.
Oh, you have plans for the
Yeah.
Listen to you have.
Yes, so the plans you have for the country.
Have big plans. So.
Yeah, let's play. Play over here with the man have for the country.
I move a man on
Yeah, brother.
I'm going to transform over into move on.
You got to transform over into move on.
Yes.
I think if you really understand what we've done from independence to now, and the role that the People's National Movement has played in the development of Trinidad and Tobago, you would understand the exceptionally bright future we in Trinidad and Tobago have ahead of us under the PNM. Our history will show that all of the great steps, leaps and bounds forward have all been under the PNM. I am proud of the role that this party has played, the leadership role in CARICOM from inception to now, the role that this PNM has played in the global energy sector, with the vision that our forefathers had in the 1970s, creating the Point Lisas estate and moving us to a gas-based industry. That was ahead of our time, and that was a global move, again, done by the PNM. What you've seen us do in the last few years, maneuvering under a great leader, Dr. Rowley, is to now have a future with cross-border gas, a future as a continued leader in the region, working with our CARICOM sister countries. It is only a PNM government and the leadership of the People's National Movement that can achieve these great things. We're not the populist type. PNM will govern properly, taking the hard decisions, but always ensuring that we're building a better Trinidad and Tobago, no matter how difficult it is. And that is the beauty and the strength of the PNM. So join us, be part of the movement, a movement that's existed now for over 6 decades, with a constitution and structure. Be part of the PNM. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. We shall prevail.
Trinidad Tobago. TC watching the video. Everybody see TC face. Everybody see TC face.
If I didn't learn, I'd really believe in that.
Yeah?
If I didn't learn,
I believe in that. Yeah. That would I buy you.
That I buy me. That is great.
You saw it properly edited and narrated and everything.
That keep your brain and go.
And go on.
Every the man show you from
Eric Williams to Judge Chambers to Manning and that and
But
it
he
is
thought,
nice.
you know what shocked me in that? Now that I'm educated, he showed some of the achievements of
past
Prime Minister. This was before our time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Very diplomatic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But when he reached by Rowley,
see, he has been maneuvering.
He maneuver through a great era.
Yeah.
He didn't name one thing. The past sailing ship. They put a sailing ship. He couldn't name one thing that they did in 10 years to better this country.
Oh God.
Heavy. I wonder if people notice he couldn't point out one thing.
Most of the thing that he showed was between Manning and Eric Williams. Most of the thing he showed.
Heavy.
Most of the thing they showed
was before Rowley. Talk done. Most of the things he showed was before Rowley. Dies it.
And the real articulated and showing hugging up old people and children and telling that can differ before head.
Thief people head.
Yeah, I can think of
that make your brain gone.
Gone. So that and then just even get a TC. It now start. So imagine.
I nearly say red and ready, you know. Heavy.
Yeah. It's exploding emotions.
That
yes, it go with your brain. It go with your brain. The propaganda real TC. And then he gone back.
Wow, that was.
I want to say excellent production.
Whoever do that.
Very well done.
They sell the dream that we reach real far.
Real far.
Under the
PNM, yeah. They sell the dream. They sell it good. They sell it real good.
On a graph. Under this PNM here.
Yeah.
On a graph. I hope people know it's a graph.
Oh, yeah, a graph.
Right? A graph.
Yep.
This PNM take us up. And then, under this PNM take us down. And then other governments take us up.
Yeah.
And this PNM come back and take us down. And now with this last PNM here, boy, the graph...
The graph got shit also.
Straight.
But they don't have a line. They don't have a line on the graph where they reach the end.
The flat line.
It go on under the line.
Hey,
go under the line.
The needle off the paper right now.
Off the paper, yeah.
The needle that makes the graph is off the paper.
Yeah. I want to hear the callers call and comment about this video.
Nah, I'm afraid for that.
You're afraid to open the lines? I want to hear the people.
I want to hear PNM people call today. I want to hear people. My partner from Arima who meet me in Grand Bazaar call today. I want to hear you today. You'll be listening every day. I want to hear you today. Call and let me hear you today. Hi, good afternoon. Good evening. Good afternoon. Welcome. We're taking calls right down now. Let's go. Caller?
I just wrote. Yeah, you hearing me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, TC and Evie, I just run out the room here for a moment, so I kind of miss all the topic.
Oh God, man, talk, man, but let us call me back. They will change on the dynamics. We're talking about the video we just played. Let's see the video.
No, I ain't see it. Well,
God.
We can play it back just now.
We can play it back just now. We take about 5 calls and we
can play it back, right?
No problem, yeah.
Then we play about 5 calls and we take it back. We will play back the video. I'll play it back. I'm frightened to play it back. But I'll play it back. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Only taking calls on the video. I'll play. Hello? Only taking calls
what?
On the video.
We would like you to give us a little insight about the video.
No, well, I just called to ask Heavy a question.
Go ahead.
Yesterday to play the other part of what he played yesterday. Heavy, you didn't play that today?
No. Listen what happened, right? And I want to be real with you. What we played yesterday, right? Because of certain things the guy was saying.
Medical.
When you're talking about
inside of the video.
Inside the pandemic, right? The video was flagged.
Boy,
our show was flagged yesterday, so I cannot play back that clip.
I just joining now, and I say, oh God, like I missed that second part.
Nah, you didn't miss it. But we cannot play it.
We cannot play.
Okay. I listen to man, I don't want to talk about no, but going on UNC and PNM, and if that man, see that man on talk yesterday, that man make real sense.
Yeah. I'm trying to get him on the show next week, so we'll have a telephone interview with him next week.
All right, man. Thanks.
Wonderful.
All right, cool. Well, again, I kind of echo on the mics. Just to
down a little bit. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Brother TC and Brother Heavy, and to all your listeners
Yeah.
and on the World Wide Web. And I would like to call some names on this video too. Men like Mr. Chance, Mr. Mohammed George, Barataria, and Aruka. This is why those fellas are them will be how they are. And when Heavy to bring the show to a call, if they know they were slaves, can have free many more. Have a pleasant evening.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We take any calls. We want to hear from you. I'll play back the video for those who didn't get a drift of the video. I'll play it back, but we'll take some calls for now. All right? Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, FB.
Yeah.
That we're going on right now in the East-West corridor. They now seeing plans to build fish market, and I seen thing to do in Silas environment. 9-10 years, they ain't go down to the basketball court in our state. No development in Silas, and Scotland now going on and seeing it seeing real things happening for Silas. When you go by your office, you're running like dog. If you stay there for about 5 minutes, you should quickly deal and run there from by your office. And then I search out, I said, I see pepper and happy. But you go on to happy. I talk in my mind here. I don't care about that. I'm not saying to lost. You go on, I don't stop my little money right there. They say I was working for 4 years. The only problem in sit down and I'm boring around was I said I pay and people what is that coordinator for URP? Right? So still money for 2 years. So they called me about 2 months ago. Give my URP card. They come and give my next URP card. So I have 2 URP card, right? So the carnival season. I ain't go, so when I go on the time, I couldn't time for 1 day alone in the fortnight. So I started making a scene and said, I don't know what's going on in the URP. I know that this system is running now.
KFC. Let we don't do that.
Yeah.
Let we don't do that on the radio, right? Let we don't do that. Let we don't do that on the radio. Don't do that. Don't do that. That URP and that kind of personal thing, we're not doing that. All right?
Correct.
We're not doing that. Caller, good evening. Welcome.
Hey, good afternoon, guys, and good to see you back. See you back to the carnival. I'm now reading the things they're going to give out to love until they improve love. You know, coal pot, bicycle, and a dish to make your macaroni pie. Right? So I could look onto that, right? Another thing, Heavy and TC. Earlier you were talking about the currency change, right? Tell me which country in the world changed currency as much as we did in a very, very, very short space of time. You think it might guess that currency change? This coat of arms business was that was deliberating. That was designed just to change the money and not basically changing the pan on it now. You sit down and think carefully what I'm trying to tell you. Every time they change money and money go in, who is accountable for those money that come in?
Yep.
Could I take that money when it come in there and then relodge it in as mine? Food for thought, right? Because we the only country in the world change money maybe about 4 or 5 times already. You understand? So that's something we have to look very, very closely at. Right? And that's my contribution here for this evening. I'll have a blessed weekend and hope to see you next weekend. In good health. Yeah, man.
My brother, thank you very much.
Heavy, I'm going to show the video again.
Yeah.
So the people who was closing the fridge door, people who missed it, the people who...
And to see our advisor, do not listen or watch because
I'm going in the bathroom.
You might get back
hypnotized because I can't take seconds in this. I'm going in the bathroom, right? So I'll take in this video.
I think if you really understand what we've done from independence to now, and the role that the People's National Movement has played in the development of Trinidad and Tobago, you would understand the exceptionally bright future we in Trinidad and Tobago have ahead of us under the PNM. Our history will show that all of the great steps, leaps and bounds forward have all been under the PNM. I am proud of the role that this party has played, the leadership role in CARICOM from inception to now, the role that this PNM has played in the global energy sector, with the vision that our forefathers had in the 1970s, creating the Point Lisas estate and moving us to a gas-based industry. That was ahead of our time, and that was a global move, again, done by the PNM. What you've seen us do in the last few years, maneuvering under a great leader, Dr. Rowley, is to now have a future with cross-border gas, a future as a continued leader in the region, working with our CARICOM sister countries. It is only a PNM government and the leadership of the People's National Movement that can achieve these great things. We're not the populist type. PNM will govern properly, taking the hard decisions, but always ensuring that we're building a better Trinidad and Tobago, no matter how difficult it is. And that is the beauty and the strength of the PNM. So join us, be part of the movement, a movement that's existed now for over 6 decades, with a constitution and structure. Be part of the PNM. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. We shall prevail.
Great is he.
Great is he. Yes, is he? What is he?
I am in awe. I am in awe. I just want to hear from Trinidad. Caller, good evening, welcome.
To all inside our radio station, all this smoking or drinking or something, all this smoking inside our to play that rubbish on the people here with. Where you Stuart Youngborn? Where you Stuart Youngborn? What kind of, we going mad in this place, boy. What year Stuart Youngborn? Somebody call in and say, what year Stuart Youngborn? For you to come and talk that nonsense about great is the PNM, I sure him born before the 80s.
Hey. Oh gosh, boy.
He's more on a Friday. He's more on a Friday evening, man. Oh God, it better let it.
No, we just wanted to show to a man we had to get credit where credit is due. That is a very good propaganda too. That video is very good, you know? It was very well edited, music, choreographic. You understand? Everything. You know, bringing back Eric Williams, Dr. George Chambers, and Patrick Manning, and the achievements of back in the day, and training Dr. Rowley with whatever he did do.
And if you don't know, it have a big teeth head in that. Showing all the past prime ministers.
Yeah.
Right? Will kind of soften here to put him there as if he face had to reach on the next one.
Yeah.
You understand?
Let me tell you something. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but let me tell you something. I said it yesterday and I'm going to say it again. Trinidadians' biggest problem is that we're greedy, we're covetous, we're selfish, and we are what you call a divided society that doesn't like to read and do not like to research. That is why we keep voting the government, we keep voting. That is why we keep voting this PNM. This is what actually keeping PNM alive.
You're right.
The ignorance of the people.
Correct.
You're correct.
You understand? Because if you check the history of what PNM has done to Trinidad and Tobago, you see what you hear what Trump saying now? Trump saying all of you who talking about the oil, the earth and high enough oil and this and oil only, we only have oil for 10 and 50. All that nonsense going and done.
Yeah.
We have to stop back drilling. If we want to become independent and be able to sustain ourselves, the things that we was doing in the 70s and 80s and 50s, we had to go back to doing that. We had to start back planting the cane field. Or get kicks. All right, fellas, I'm going to listen off here.
Thanks so much, man.
Zam Siri, you're saying bright future? What bright future? More like a blight future. Everything on the touch comes to naught, including all the beloved dragon. It coming to naught because of all the foolishness with Maduro and Shell ain't giving a commitment. That is why dragon fall in the face. It's sad to see, but this is the reality Trinidad of the face. It's not a bright future ahead, and there's a blight future under the PNM. Have a good day, fella.
Thank you so much. Hi, good evening, caller.
I just call back a little bit. If you're living here for the last number of years, you deal with nobody in this country to come and tell you nothing. Or no video, nothing. You're paying attention.
Yeah.
You don't need no columnists, analysts, activists, talk show hosts, political scientists. You need none of them. If you paying attention as you should be in this country, you don't need none of them to tell you nothing. You will know exactly what's happening here, who do what, who play the phone, who wastes the money.
Correct.
You understand?
Correct.
If you pay attention, you must know the here you living.
Correct.
I don't want to go further. Let me stop. Right? That is all I have to say.
Thanks so much.
If you're living here, you must know.
All right, caller, thanks.
Well said.
Hi, good evening to San Javi. Good evening to Antobago.
Yes.
Good evening to everybody who's on the line.
Love and respect.
So we see common attractions. They're coming to base us, right? That is the new common attractions. Right. I want to tell Stuart Young, courtesy, precious truth. It has nothing to do with PNM. Okay? After 9 years, going 10, all they give you a set of BS. And now all they come to give you more BS. Wow, PNM corruption, boy. Well done. Common attractions. And go on. God bless.
Thank you so much. I see Brooklyn is trying to get in. Where is Brooklyn? Brooklyn, if you're trying to get in, you can call us back. All right, you know the numbers to call, 342-0081 and 466-5391. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Hey, good afternoon to you, TC. Good afternoon, Heavy. And good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Good afternoon, my brother. What's up?
Well, I know I hear listening, but I want to tell all you, and I know all you know that too already, but for the people who don't know, you see, before them ministers and them give contracts in the ghetto, like Silots, places in Lafontaine and John and Beetham and Mova and Caledonia, you see, before the ministers give contract, they just know what's going on happen when they give in that side. What would happen when the next side ain't get nothing? Them ministers just know, They want to create this havoc as a distraction. You understand? But them ministers and them know what they're doing. I thought the other day, Rowley come and say, no more contract for like URP contract going nowhere, no community. How now election round the corner and we hearing that is because of contract, people fighting and people and gunshot left, right, and center because of government contract. What the government doing in truth? How long they gonna continue this nonsense? They're giving the older PNM people when we have drains with all kind of water clogging up and we get material to build drains. The old head PNM and them taking the material and building house, and the young one of them taking the contract money and fighting against each other, and all of them poor, and the rich and the 1% taking the big bag load. The bag load they taking in the billions, right? How much billions they can account for? How long we African, as they like to say, we black people will allow this to continue happening and watch when we start walking down the road or we children walking on the road or go to the parlor, they can get bullet because of a government contract. Because these boys can't go nowhere, so they have to stay in the community, and if contract going over there, they should get contract too. And if they didn't get no contract, they're going and kill. And show that hey, we are going through and what are they doing, PNM? PNM, what are they doing? Since as small as seen this going on. Eh?
Yep.
I'm a 40s now and this going on still.
Yep.
I'm a 40s PNM.
Yep.
I grew up under all I see people take PNM truck material and build house. When it was to build, fix the road and build pavement for we children to walk on. Eh? How long this will continue, PNM? But you Stuart Young coming and get lies to the people. Stuart Young, whoever write that little thing for you, we're not taking that by. We don't want to hear all the encouraging wickedness amongst we, the African people, because they don't know better. They want to kill each other. Eh? And here we are sending a video because just like how that video show you where a person from a company from outside buy a copper mine in Africa because the government of Africa couldn't, a certain part in Africa couldn't run the copper mine the right way. Just like the PNM couldn't run Petrotrin the right way. And now we hear Petrotrin is supposed to be sold to an African company or something. When them come in gay, it gonna be just like how we don't get no pitch in the road from the pitch lake because China had the pitch lake. Oh God, we ain't gonna get no gas. All the worker, or they better really listen to like the minister and buy bike. Because when they give away Petrotrin and this outside company come and run the business the right way and making millions and billions and trillions, none of that money is going to benefit the people of Trinidad and Tobago. So let them sell Petrotrin. And I send that video face to face so people can understand what is happening when people know how to run a company and run a business. PNM, we know what's going on. Stuart Young, we're not taking that. I gone.
Thank you so much.
All right, Brooklyn.
We can take one more before we do the Royal Castle meal
tip.
Yeah, so caller, go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Mommy?
Can you hear me?
But where is this, Mommy? Where you come out?
I there.
Mommy, you alive?
Mommy alive?
Mommy, we glad to hear you. Mommy, we are so...
God is good.
God is good, Mommy. We're so happy that you're alive.
And wonderful. So, God is good, man.
He keeping you alive for voting day, Mommy. Keeping you alive for...
I ain't going nowhere.
Yes.
God is good, man. Take your people think and talk about Dr. Rowley and this one. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Mommy.
Dr. Rowley not government. I mean, no, not the government. And Dr. Rowley not board.
Mommy.
Yes?
How you feel about your new leader? Eh?
Oh, good.
Yes,
It's good because that's my leader.
Stuart
That's
Young.
Marcus Wilson say my leader.
Stuart Young.
That was my leader.
Stuart Young.
And he will never be my leader.
Mommy, Stuart Young is your new leader?
Yes, yes.
But Mommy.
He's the leader right now.
But Mommy.
And he brought things to peace.
Mommy, wait now. Mommy, wait. Let me ask you something before you go now. Mommy.
Yes.
But you know he close to them people and them. You know he here close to them.
Yes.
So you know he doesn't look like them people, like Kamala and them.
Well, I not know. You don't look like Kamala them. You know what Kamala then? Then Kamala look like you then.
Mommy.
Kamala look like you.
Mommy.
And heavy.
Them people are them who didn't. Mommy, them people who didn't want to run the country.
Yeah.
He looking like them, man.
Well, you look like them. You look like Kamala look like you and heavy. Kamala look like you and heavy. You look like them.
Mommy.
You look like them.
Mommy,
you know.
Mommy, you see? Mommy, you see me? Yes,
you
Mommy.
know, if he was like them, he would have joined them. He would have joined them. He would have joined them. You ever think about that?
Mommy, you know that party is not a black party again.
Eh?
You know the party is not a black party again.
I don't want to know it's a black party or white party.
Mommy, I don't go for the Royal Castle meal tip, Mommy. I go on.
This meal tip is being brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture. Our taste.
For years, Royal Castle has been the favorite of many with its unique, consistent quality and taste. The Castle prepares the freshest chicken and selected products to always give you that delicious homegrown flavor. So when you taste the delicious chicken and sides, the local seasoning and spices are unmistakable. And for this holy month, the Castle reminds the Muslim community of their halal specials. Get a quarter rotisserie chicken and any one side as a single meal, or a whole rotisserie chicken for the family, or perhaps the banquet special of one whole rotisserie chicken, 4 sides, and a 2 liter soft drink. Ramadan Mubarak from Royal Castle.
Here's a tasty meal tip from Royal Castle. If you feel like having something different for lunch or dinner today, then we have fantastic fish meals too. Get the fish combo of 2 succulent pieces of fish, 1 side, and a 16-ounce soft drink. Or the fish sandwich combo of a tender, tasty sandwich, 1 side, and 16-ounce soft drink. The Castle uses the freshest fish with its famous, enticing local seasonings, all cooked to golden perfection. So try our fantastic fish meals today. Royal Castle, our culture, our taste.
Lent is here, and the Castle is making fasting easy and tasty. Come enjoy any of our 5 delicious fish options, all made with a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal. 2 slices of fish with a side. The fish combo. 2 slices of fish, 1 side, and a drink. Maybe the fish sandwich combo of 1 sandwich, a side, and a drink. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Enjoy a slice of fish, a fish sandwich with a side and a drink. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
That tip was brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
That was the Royal Castle meal tip. All courtesy our friends out there at Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste. Alright, I'm going to play the voice notes now, and we have one more video to share with you guys. Alright?
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. So, well, I'm glad all they finally play that PNM production, that Balizi Productions, Tiot Young. That song so false. That song so fake. It sounds like no, the man have no emotion, no heart, no soul, no spirit, nothing that man said have nothing in it. It's empty. It was kind of empty vessel. That is the kind of heart the Balizi have for Trinidad and Tobago. That is the kind of heart. That kind of he will make a good prime minister of this country. He is Rowley protege. He will be worse than Rowley. If you only think Rowley is bad, he will be worse. By KFC, I want to echo the words of KFC. Fire burn this wicked, evil, heartless government, boy. This wicked PNM.
Is this the UNC program?
We say? Is this the UNC program? I don't know what UNC program you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, Heavy. You want me to talk to see the victimization I'm going through in this PNM? I go by here and all in this PNM government, that evil, wicked PNM. I don't know talking about them. The blacklisting here, the victimization, they're victimizing me. They don't victimize me about 2 years and something. I'm moving forward.
We're going out his voice now. Well, I guess that was the end of his voice.
That middle one there.
This one here?
Yeah.
So we have one more video we want to share with you. Alright? We're going to share that video with you all now.
Behold, what once used to be millions of dollars of your taxpayers' money. Senator Anil Roberts asked me what this was that the government was building here today. I told him building. I told him the government is not building. The government is crashing a structure into the ocean bed. Right here used to be the Caridoc, what we call the Caridoc, owned by the CL Financial Group. The government spent tens of millions of dollars of your taxpayers' money to purchase this. This was a massive structure you would have seen here before, of metal rising up to the sky. And inside of there, you would have seen large ships, oil tankers, even those boats that sail in between Trinidad and Tobago, that take our citizens to and from, would come here to be repaired. Many ships from Guyana, Suriname, and other areas of the region would dock here and dry dock here to get repairs and bring in millions of dollars of foreign currency, of scarce foreign currency, much needed. This used to be a big income earner. But after 2 years of government management, tens of millions of your dollars was crushed into the ground by poor maintenance by this P&M government. The poor maintenance caused this entire structure to sink into the bed, into the ocean bed. And there is no possible way of retrieving it or repairing it at this point in time. So your taxpayers have gone up in smoke. You know, the P&M government has not only crashed the economy on the land, but they seem to also be crashing it in the sea. Even the fish are all fed up with the P&M. Boy, if the fish could have voted out the P&M, they would have voted him out. And by the way, this is the constituency of your Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley. So I'm putting them on notice next election. Even the fish go vote you out, boy.
Even the fish go vote you out.
You see that dock down here, that
carried up. See, I can remember there.
It's sad.
Yeah, I can remember down there. The phones are already blazing. Hi, good evening, welcome.
Hi, good evening to you, TC, Heavy, and the listening audience.
Yes, good evening, sir.
TC, based on what the last caller just said there, right, I must say that even though that he might have his views, the fact is that as most right-thinking people know, we need a government with people who are brave enough to take certain stance, like with the one in Petrotrin. And I know, you know, others might have their own view about it. But brave enough to do things that would be able to benefit the country.
So Petrotrin benefited the country?
Closing a Petrotrin.
No, he said like the one. Yes, he said like the one they did with Petrotrin. So yes, the decision they made with Petrotrin that benefited the country.
Well, yes, I wouldn't want to elaborate much on that.
I want you to elaborate on it because like you have the information different from what was given through the right media, because we showed videos here where Petrotrin was not running at a loss.
Right, and there's another medium where it is clearly stated that
what medium is that?
TC, again.
I'm asking you what medium is that?
Everything, I cannot remember the date.
But then they were telling you because you know why? You know why you can't remember? Because caller, you have no information on the things that you're speaking about.
I want to engage the caller here right now, TC. Allow me. Caller, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
Caller, will you buy a business knowing that it's not going to make money? Or it's losing money?
Of course not. I wouldn't buy a business.
Okay. So why are these foreign companies coming to buy Petrotrin and so interested in buying the refinery from us, right? If they know that the refinery is losing money and it's not feasible.
All right. Can I answer?
Yes, go ahead.
Right. The reason why the government is allowing other people from outside to come in and be able to do the work for more reasons than one, is the fact that we presently right now, based on the fact that we are energy-based, country and things after COVID, we have all, the government have all the money to pay out in different areas and to sustain the country.
Caller, you heard my question?
Why he's not answering any question?
I'm asking you a very simple question. I don't know where it went, but I hope you understand what I'm saying.
All right.
If it is, Petrotrin is a lost cause, and it is a burden on our country, right? And it was the right decision to close it down, right? Why are other foreign countries, foreign business, foreign investors willing to
how Jindal was interested in coming to buy?
And the African company right now who's interested in buying the company, if they know it's a losing entity, Why are they so eager to buy it?
All right, let me try and answer in a different way. The reason why, listen, it is not a losing entity.
Okay.
It is the fact that the government cannot afford to pump and utilize money that is needed at this present time to sustain our country. You understand? And it's for more reason than one. If you have an outside force.
So then, if it is, right?
If you have somebody from outside.
Hold on. So you are saying to me that our government, our country, who has a long history from the 1950s to now in oil and gas production, right, is not capable of running a refinery, but an outside company who have little experience or none going to come here, buy that refinery and make money. So why can't we?
Remember that company that is coming here.
No, I'm asking the question, why cannot we find a way to make that refinery make money for us?
Well, let me tell you. The reason why we cannot afford that right now, as I reiterate,
it has nothing to do with we can afford it. We can get investors to help or sell security for a loan for us to open back the refinery and make money. The problem I'm having is that the same company, the same refinery was not making no money and it was a loss. It was right decision to close it down. However, we are going to sell it, lease it, or something to another company who is interested in spending money to fix it, to do what? To lose the money too?
Yeah. All right, and let me ask you an honest question, and I want you and everybody who is listening and everybody could hear my voice, ask yourself, do you think it is a bad decision to have that foreign company come in, be able to set up, restructure, and employ people and be able to have things going? Do you think that is a bad thing?
Yes, because if they could do it, we could do it.
Have you say that?
No, yes, I am saying no because it won't be ours anymore. We'll be at the mercies of another company running our assets where we can run it and benefit us, the country. So all that the company is going to be making from that, it goes to that company and not to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, but the companies that do exploration outside and all these things for our energy
it has nothing to do with that, caller.
They are all the energy sections. Look, Chevron, and company. But I thank you again.
Thanks very much.
Thank you again for the time. Yes.
You should have cut conversation with him a while back, since he said it wasn't really a losing entity. Heavy. He said it
because his initial call was to say that it was the right thing to do to close on the refinery.
But how, if it wasn't really a losing entity, then why close it down in the first place?
Correct.
Why close it down in the first place and tell people it was losing money? But because his opening argument was we were losing money.
Right.
But he came back and said it wasn't a losing entity.
Correct. That's just show he confused.
He confused.
Because based on the question I asked him, you wouldn't go over and see a mango tree, have no mango on the time, just peel along the mango tree just so. TC?
Or buy the mango tree and tell the owner here we tell them.
Yeah.
I'm buying it before it bear.
Yeah.
So whatever bear on it is mine.
It's mine.
Right? And you just give them a big price, not knowing if it will bear 5 mango, if it don't bear. Yeah, you don't know. You just decide.
You're making a big investment.
A big investment just so blind.
Yeah. And knowing the man selling the mango tree, it wasn't bear no mango.
Yeah, he telling you, boy, that but never bear.
You go to the tree, ask all the neighbor and the neighborhood, that mango tree is bear mango one thing.
He was speaking foolishness from the beginning. And you allowed him.
No, I allowed him. I tried to draw an analogy to him because on the shipping is talking.
You can't draw an analogy to him.
No, at the end of the day, I wasn't ready. I want the people to hear.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm coming,
good evening. I don't know whether, in fact, the government would have done due diligence with respect to that company. That company, as far as I'm aware, there are other factors that have been considered, has no experience in running any refinery. They have been involved in exploitation and production. They have no experience in running a refinery. What you remember what happened to Ispat? The big junk iron down there, I don't think that is operating. I don't think so. What may happen is that if these people have no experience in running, the fact remains is that it's trial and error. and you bring people there, and next thing, after 2 years, they can't function, they can't get people, no experience in the refinery, and they leave a set of scrap iron there for you to dispose of. So people have to understand this, and all this government wants to leave. They want to leave. They want to believe that they have been able to as it were, repair the loss of legacy, to say, well, look, we cut the refinery going, they're going to bring Jindal. They're going to bring all of kind of, just taking people all over the place and say, because you want to sell a refinery, or you want to lease a refinery. And then you leave the people here in this country in a mess. Because after 2-3 years, they realize they can't get the refinery going, problem down the road, they leave it with that and they go on their way. I said already, why this government, everything that they have touched have gone to fish. Look, your caller just spoke about Caridoc. Everything gone through. Leave, Papa, leave this refinery until after the election. Only win the election, then you can say the people give you a mandate to sell it or to lease it. But leave that till after the election. Now, we have some months or weeks before you call a general election. Why you want to go and sell that? Why? To put this country in more problems? And this gentleman, I have due respect for people, their ideas and whatnot, but he totally lost it. And this is why I'm saying, the kind of people involved in critical thinking, people just say things, they hear the leader and them and the politicians say all kind of nonsense, and they run with that. And I just want to say one thing. This thing with the person tell them that they must go to coal pot. And next one, so they're going back, they're getting the millions of dollars they're going with, but they want you to go backward. You going back, and they're going forward. And the next one say you have a plan. So you wait until election year, months before, about 2 or 3 months before the election, to say you have plans. Where you were for the last 10 years, you didn't have plans for them yet? That is the same old nonsense. You don't have no plan for them,
Was you so right, eh?
Yeah. What is it? Last 9 years you had a plan. 3 months before election, you have a plan.
Yeah, he have a big plan, big plan.
And the one long talking about plan, what fish market you going on for? What you need is to get industries, set up industries to employ these people. Don't tell me about what them is fishermen. What is this market to do for them? Who going down in the back down there to buy fish? You put a fish market, who going to buy fish down there? What is wrong with these people? These people totally disconnected with life in this country, Totally disconnected with the sociology of this country, Many people, boy.
All right, Mr. West, thank you very much.
Caller, you need PNM in power. The bus tax in all your key parks. That's what you need. Tax. Because they have no way of getting revenue in this place again, eh? You see what's happening? Everything falling apart. So who will be the short end of the stick? The public. And I tell it only from up front, they're removing that gas subsidy when they come back, That gone. It's flying away like a kite. Wait, watch, and see. That property tax, all them Tiantec and Wasa going up to the roof. All they go take it and say nothing then. Have a good day, fellas.
Yeah, man, thanks so much. So I could squeeze in one quick one before we go. Caller, good evening, welcome.
Hello, TC. Good afternoon. Heavy. Good afternoon. What is encourage Ruka for? All you know this man is an income poop. Oh gosh, man. You what, man?
Doctor.
They will play devil's advocate here this evening. Who are bet? Heavy.
Yeah.
The woman calling you and tell you come off the phone. And I go tell you come off the phone. You what bet? Yes, it's not listening, bro. Trinidadian listening, boy. Look how much points they're bringing, boy. I just sit down watch my regimental, but it's not on radio a long time. I don't call radio. But I tempted to call because it bothers me now this wrong shit. And watch me, they're not listening. Look, I see some people calling to make some argument. Look, this is Saruka. He's the most, watch me, I never meet a silly call host like he. He just, you going left, he going right. You're going right, he going left. You asking me some questions there?
Caller, we have to wrap up for today.
We have to go for today, yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Take care.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for everybody. We have to lock it off right here. Future of Talk is out until next
You have an enjoyable and safe weekend.
Owners, are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today.